Today on the American Truck Podcast. An upcoming app may allow you to stream PC titles to other platforms. Dota 2 is preventing non-verified users from playing ranked. GTA Online is giving away money. And Twitch has added an affiliate program. Hello and welcome to the American Truck Podcast with Andrew C.
And Jefferson B.
This will be the last time you hear me.
Gosh. Did Freelance die?
No, that was me clicking.
Oh, that was you clicking. Oh, I thought that was Mike clicking. Ah.
That was my intro.
It was good,
There it is.
I guess.
I think I said it in Swahili.
Oh,
I'm
one of
mistaken.
those.
That
those
or
actual
you
quick
offended a
timelines.
lot of people.
I mean, everybody who speaks Swahili now is just like, dude, he just totally insulted my mother.
And now we lost a viewer. Way to go, Kyle. Go.
Our one Swahili viewer. Shout out to you, Swahili viewer, for enabling us to have people to lose.
That's right. I just realized I'm playing in third person.
I was very curious why you were pulling such radical off-road moves, but
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
more power
it's-
to you,
it's
I
in
suppose.
the third person for some reason. Hey, so
but that's none of
who
my business.
who knows most about this Rainway thing and wants to talk about it?
Okay, so we've seen a large movement in the recent past to bring the gaming PC out of the geek den and into the living room. We've seen it
Right.
with Nvidia's Shield.
Yep.
We've seen it with Steam and the Steam Link. We keep seeing it time and time again with these new hardware products. But this Rainway is a software product that's trying to fill this same void, using some more secret sauce.
Wizardry.
What that secret sauce is, only time will tell. Exactly, just some wizardry. But this app, the only reason why we have to bring it up right now, other than the fact that they're promising some really high quality streaming with next to zero lag, is the native app support that is going to be starting to come online with this application. Because this is one of the very few applications that is not only targeting normal game consoles. So for those of you like myself who are like, you have a roommate who happens to be a console gamer and you happen to be a PC gamer, and sometimes you just want to sit back on a couch because you didn't invest enough money in a proper gaming chair. Mistakes were made. But also, in addition to having game console support, we're seeing phone support coming up. And when pressed in a Twitter interview, I want to say, the developer responded to a question about whether or not this software would be available on the Switch. Their response to that was that it will be, quote, on the eShop. That's all we know when it comes to trying to get this thing on the Switch. But if it's true, and, feel free to chime in here at this point, guys, the Switch could potentially, at least in my house, stream games from my gaming PC to my Switch console. I don't like that idea.
You don't like that idea.
I have seen far too many game streaming products promise the moon and back, and because I happen to live in an apartment with metal studs that run through everything, it basically makes my entire apartment a Wi-Fi death trap unless you just beam cancerous amounts of Wi-Fi throughout the walls here.
Okay, I see. Yeah. The traditional mobile console that the Switch is, it lacks an Ethernet port, so of course you can't use it that way. Phones also likewise are going to lack Ethernet jacks, so you're not going to be able to get nice copious amounts of gigabit internets to that source. Whereas your PS4, your Xbox One, in theory, you'd be able to direct wire them and maybe see this so-called high quality, practically no lag environment.
Perhaps. Now, by point of correction, you can plug Ethernet into the Switch via the USB 3.0 port that you get on the Switch dock. Nintendo will sell you a USB Ethernet adapter that you can plug in on the side.
But let's face it, no one has that.
Well, it's an extra $40 that you shouldn't have to pay.
Oh yeah,
because
ain't no one spending that money on.
I should be able to
on
spend $10 on Amazon and get something that's equally compatible. I don't know if anybody's actually tried it because I don't know many people who actually need an Ethernet connection to their Switch.
Right. Yeah, that's
that
kind
being
of
said,
it's not a high priority.
It's out of scope for the Switch. Like, the Switch to me is a experimental next generation console. I mean, we see all of the titles that are coming out for it, and granted, we are so early in this console's lifespan, but everything about it, with the exception of like Skyrim, isn't really traditional in the sense. And I don't know if I necessarily want to try and remap all of my controls for my PC games, which in my opinion really just should stay on the PC. Yes, full disclosure, I own a Steam Link. I love it to pieces because I think for some games it works.
And the Steam
But
controller.
Hey man, to each his own. We can have that discussion another day. I think the Steam controller is a fantastic idea. But I'm not sold on the idea of doing PC game streaming on a wireless solution.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a kind of a questionable thing. I think if it works the way it claims to, it'll definitely be interesting to see. I'm kind of skeptical over the whole claims here. I'm not sure how a software solution is going to be practically lag free. Like I just don't see it. Having dealt with the Steam streaming, in-home streaming thing, that wasn't even perfect. So I'm cautious.
Yeah.
It does go into beta on May 5th, so we'll be able to figure out whether the thing's actually going to work or not. And what I'm also curious about is it's supposed to be free for life somehow, which questions where's the money coming from for the product.
Right. If the desire is to make money off of this product, or if there's some other
Thing
attachment
that
they're going to include with it.
Yeah.
And I mean, furthermore, like, I don't know how apt Nintendo is to putting software products on the eShop.
Right.
Like, that seems like such a pipe dream to me to see a non-Nintendo or licensed Nintendo product, let alone like PC software, hit the eShop. That seems so outlandish to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, more power to them if they can make it work.
I know I did see that they were saying that basically any device with a web browser, so I don't know if it's going to have some kind of web browser system that is how it actually functions, which at that point would seem to lend to why it could get on the Switch fairly easily, because it does have a web browser. But I don't know. That's just what I read.
Yeah, Nintendo's web browsers are also notoriously incompatible with just about everything other than basic HTML tags.
Yeah, so
I'll be curious as to how that operates.
It probably won't work anyway.
Yeah.
But that's a thing. So definitely something to keep up with as we get.
It's free. It goes into beta. We'll probably check it.
Yeah, exactly. Free is an easy way to get people to try things out.
Yep.
But moving right along here, got a little tiny bit of Dota news, something we don't typically necessarily talk about, but this I thought was kind of interesting. They are going to be requiring basically that anyone who wants to play ranked matches after sometime in May, I think, you have to have a verified unique phone number attached to your account. They said their goal is to reduce players with multiple accounts, and if you need to change your phone number, that particular phone number going off won't be able to be put on a new account for 3 months. So if you have 2 accounts, you can't say put your phone number on account 1 and then go to switch to account 2 and remove it from 1 and add it to 2. So
that being said, couldn't you just have a second phone number?
You could have a second phone number. It would need to be a actual physical phone. They did say that it is not expected to work with your internet phone providers where you get phone numbers like via Google Voice. They expect that probably won't work with the system. So you would legitimately need 2 phones.
Yeah. Is this the thing? I saw a headline that Dota 2 is trying to reduce smurfing. Is this part of that?
Yes. It's generally multiple accounts is considered to be smurfing. So I think it's an interesting tactic
it's definitely one way to accomplish it.
To doing it. Whether it works or not is a question, of course. What they seemed to say was their goal was if they could get rid of a majority of it, they'd be happy with it. Even if they didn't get rid of everything, all the multiple accounts, because I mean it isn't terrible for people to be able to acquire a extra phone number.
Right, or borrow a friend's phone number.
That's very true. That's definitely a way to get around it.
I know.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I don't think it's bad, though. I'm sure there's some people who hate it, but I think it's worth trying. Then a little bit of Battlefront II, the second news here. They did confirm that the game is going to use dedicated servers for multiplayer.
Does that say it won't share server space with Battlefront 1 the second?
I imagine when they were talking about this, it made me assume that Battlefront 1 the second doesn't use dedicated servers for multiplayer.
Oh, like it's peer-to-peer hosting?
That was the assumption I gathered. Otherwise,
Gotcha.
I wouldn't think this would be as much of a news thing.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, hey, if that is what that is, then this is good.
Yeah, in theory. I mean, because
I haven't seen peer-to-peer hosting since Halo 2.
actually, a lot of stuff uses it still, but
Really? Perhaps I just haven't noticed it.
yeah, I mean, it's because it's not like super advertised, you know. That hey, this is how this thing works. No, you know, it's usually just kind of in the background and it just does it.
The new Call of Duty 7, now featuring peer-to-peer hosting. Whoa! Experience lag times higher than anything you've ever seen. Now featuring robots and more robots.
And roboting robots. Dun, dun, dun.
Roboting robots. Pre-order now and receive this exclusive robot. Only available at GameStop in one small town in Kentucky. I have no idea where that was or what that was going towards, but
I mean, that sounds like a thing. I think they would do that.
oh yeah,
You
where
might have
the-
just got
like a
yourself
like-
a job at down at the local Call of Duty sales position. You just got a sales job.
I don't know if I want a sales job.
Hey, too
Sounds-
bad you got one.
Oh,
You're the new spokesman for Call of Duty.
Oh no! What have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, and the other thing, they said that they are planning on releasing a new class system, which will just flip my truck because I was reading about Battlefront. Ah, Jefferson B, you are a quality, sir. Although I think I'm still half stuck on this thing.
Hold on. I got this.
All right, I'm accelerating forward. Anyway, Battlefront 2 the second, they're adding a new class system that's going to replace the star card system. So things will be slightly less customizable and more customizable all at the same time. I guess it might be a little better to say different. The customization will be different now. So those are things to kind of look forward to in the game. I'm sure more things will, of course, be revealed as we get closer. But
Yeah, sorry, Andrew. You're well and fully stuck there.
yeah, I'm gonna have to F7 enter here. I'm going to
Yeah,
my
probably.
teleportation will take me straight to San Diego.
I'm also going to have to F7 enter simply because I have suffered significant amounts of damage trying to help you get out of your plight. Yeah, it's a
And-
class system, which isn't that what Battlefront 2 the first did?
Battlefront 2, the first.
I remember you could
Was
there was
class-based.
class-based. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a class-based shooter.
Correct. I think all of them have been. Actually, I think Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 were both that way. From what I recall.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the thing is we might be looking at this whole situation through nostalgia goggles, but
Right. And there's always a risk.
this is a deep risk.
Problem
So
with
we
games that have
Yeah,
two
for people,
titles.
people playing on our childhoods by re-releasing games that are essentially or are direct copies of previous games.
Right. Of course. A little bit of a hey, this is nifty. GTA 5 and the GTA Online system is giving away some tax rebates here, and don't think that like Freelance did when I told him that you would actually get a tax refund from the government. It's not quite that. You will get a large sum of money, actually. It's $425,000 you'll get for just logging into GTA 5 between now and May 1st. and I mean that's pretty good tax refund right there. So,
I mean, you gotta be doing some serious charity donations if you're getting back that kind of bank in your tax refund.
that is very true. That's very true. I mean, that is a sizable refund there. So so definitely want to open that game up, even if you don't necessarily play it often. You know, I've kind of relegated that game to the, hey, I'm really bored. Let me open up GT and then just drive a car around and run stuff over. And then you know, that kind of money goes a decent way. You can buy a house with that. So so definitely open that game up.
Mm-hmm.
And our final thing there that I kind of expect we'll spend the rest of our time on here is the Twitch affiliate program. Now, Twitch has long since had the partner program, and it has been the primary system in Twitch, and the primary goal in Twitch really for streamers. And it can become it's kind of difficult to get into the partner program. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of viewers, and so Amazon decided that they wanted to kind of give some of the people who are up and coming a better chance of basically getting revenue through the platform that they haven't traditionally been able to get due to not being partnered. And some of basically we call it kind of like a stepping stone. It's kind of the intermediary between being just a small streamer and being a partnered streamer.
Now, remind me again, just for the folks at home, what are some of the overall requirements that are found in partners?
Usually it's a high number of views. I think it's like something like 10,000 views you need to be a partner, and there's quite a number of concurrent viewers that you need to have. I don't know what they are offhand because I'd have to actually bring up the partner page to tell you that. But it's stuff like that. It's concurrent viewers, number of broadcasts, consistency, number of minutes done. And
so it's a very personalized program, is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into being able to be partnered on Twitch. Mm-hmm. So some of the things that you need for the affiliate program is 500 total minutes broadcasted in the last 30 days, 7 unique broadcast days over the last 30 days, an average of 3 concurrent viewers over the last 30 days, which that's not very high. I mean, for a really small Twitch streamer, that could be very difficult to gather. But for a lot of the people who are doing Twitch day in and day out that aren't big but have viewers, some of these things aren't very difficult to hit. And then you need 50 followers.
So it almost seems like if you were to stream twice a week, you know, over the course of a month, you should be okay.
Yeah, basically, if you're doing stuff that people are interested in, and you're gathering and gaining followers. So one of the advantages of having this new affiliate program is, like I said, giving more things that regular Twitch streamers don't have until they're partnered. Some of the little pieces of what partners get. One of those things is the ability to cheer with bits. That's the Twitch donation system where a bit is roughly 1 cent or something like that, and you can donate directly through in the Amazon system, and it rains down bits in the chat and whatnot. And there's a lot that goes along with that. They will also gain priority access to transcodes, which, as we've said in the past, they're available to everyone for the streaming qualities, but you don't necessarily have a good chance of getting them if there's a lot of people streaming. And so those people will get a higher priority compared to the regular non-affiliated partners. And
So is that to say, like, not all qualities of video are available at all times if you are not a partner?
That's correct. So that is an extra thing that they're getting as well. And kind of one of the biggest things is that the affiliates are going to get access to the subscription system at some point. They've said currently they don't have any time frame of a lot of these other things that are coming. They just basically said coming soon. But that means that the affiliates are now going to be able to start having people support them at the $4.99 level like everyone else who's partnered. And so people will be able to start getting revenue earlier than currently is possible. And going with that, they will automatically get one sub-exclusive emote, which is not a lot, of course, and they're trying to prevent the partners from feeling like they're having everything they have that makes them different given to the people who aren't big. So some of the other things that are coming soon with that are the game sale system, the new commerce system will be available to them, as well as ads will be available to affiliate members. Again,
so you might not be able to make your living off of Twitch as an affiliate, but you definitely have a high possibility that if you are producing good, entertaining content and have a small following, that you might actually be able to make some pocket change off of this.
Right. I would hope maybe that if you have some dedicated followers, you might be able to not have to pay for your game that you're playing. If you want to play a new game, AAA title that's coming out, and you want to be able to stream it, your streaming efforts might actually be able to help pay for that.
You'd be able to save up for a new graphics card if you had something like, say, 20 some odd, not subscribers, but followers even, just, a small band of individuals.
Right, people who are consistently helping you out here or there and dropping bits, making them rain, and even having a couple subscribers here and there would go a long way now.
Definitely. It's going to make getting a subscriber, I feel like, a more significant event, because now you have options. As a viewer, you have options.
Right, exactly. So, and of course, I did mention that they are concerned on behalf of the partners, with what these changes really mean for them. Partners are going to be able to unlock a larger set of emotes now. I think by default, everyone's getting a slight bump in however many they were previously allotted. A big thing that streamers are now getting is a verified chat badge. So if you're in someone else's chat or even in your own chat, it'll show that you are a partner right on the chat.
Nice.
Which I have heard some discontent with that from some streamers, thinking that is a little bit of self-promotion if they go into someone else's chat and are interacting like a regular viewer would, but now they have this extra badge that's showing on their profile or on their their name that didn't used to. You can choose which badges show on your on chat though, so if you really are offended by it, you can change yours to not show it. And then I also saw that they are going to be bringing some premium features in the future to the game sales and ads systems that are rolling out.
This is kind of one of those rising tides raise all ships situations, I suppose.
Right, exactly. It's not just saying, hey, we're doing this cool thing for the non-partners, but the partners aren't getting anything. The partners are also getting significant things as well to help them.
It makes it so that becoming a partner is a more valuable thing, because once you get a small taste of one custom emote, well, what's going to stop you from wanting 2, 3, 4, etc.
Right, exactly. Growing naturally and really putting a lot of effort into your streaming and being involved with your community and building a community and everything, so that way you can become a Twitch partner at some point.
Exactly.
So, But that's all we got for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the American Truck Podcast. If you like this or any of these things, you want to definitely leave us a comment down below. What is your thoughts about these Twitch partner changes and the affiliate program that's coming up? Definitely a big issue for some people. I've seen a number of people who aren't particularly happy about it, but I think it's definitely an interesting thing to try out, see how it goes, and really advance the Twitch platform forward. So definitely leave a comment down below about that. Perhaps also hit that like button if you like this video, and also be sure to hit the subscribe button. We'll get all these videos to you every week, and we will see you guys in the next one.